Okay, my dear student of 11, today I am going to discuss a very important topic, which is very important for the practical life as well as for the examination point of view. The topic is projectile motion. Projectile motion. So let us discuss first of all what do we mean by this projectile. Projectile is nothing, it is an object. This is an object. Projectile is an object thrown in non-vertical and non-horizontal direction and is moving in air under gravity only. No other forces will act. प्रोजेक्टाइल इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट. पहले ये जानना है कि प्रोजेक्टाइल क्या है. वो ऑब्जेक्ट है. कैसा ऑब्जेक्ट है? हर ऑब्जेक्ट है. दिस चॉक में भी प्रोजेक्टाइल, पेन में भी प्रोजेक्टाइल, स्टोन में भी प्रोजेक्टाइल, एनीथिंग विच इज थ्रोन इन एयर in non-vertical and non-horizontal direction. But if it is non-vertical and non-horizontal, then this non-vertical and non-horizontal, this projectile is termed as oblique projectile. And non-horizontal, non-vertical, and if the object is thrown in non-vertical, then it is horizontal projectile. Horizontal projectile. Projectile. So let us clear. Projectile is an object which is thrown, which is moving under gravity in the space. First. Second, it should not move along the vertically upward direction. Then that is not termed as projectile. It should move in non-horizontal and non-vertical direction. If it is moving in non-horizontal and non-vertical direction, then the projectile is termed as oblique projectile. And if the object is thrown in non-vertical but in horizontal, you can write here, but in horizontal direction, this is also called projectile, but it will be termed as horizontal projectile. So projectile is of two types. The motion of the projectile of the two types. Projectile is also two types, and the motion of that object is termed as projectile motion. So let us first of all consider the horizontal projectile. So this is now come to horizontal projectile. The best example is javelin thrown in a sports. That is the case of horizontal projectile, because the athlete takes the javelin in their hand and throws horizontally. Bomb is bombarded with the help of helicopter. Then what will happen? The army drops the bomb, but motion of the bomb is along the horizontal direction, so they will make their that is treated as horizontal projectile. So what will be the motion? Means horizontal projectile is a projectile which is thrown from some height. So this is the building and it is thrown in the horizontal direction like this. Something is thrown in the horizontal direction and it will move in the air under the gravity. So the path followed by the horizontal projectile will be like this. This is the ground and this is the building, roof of the building, and from here a projectile, anything, object is thrown in the horizontal direction. So its path will be like this. From A it is thrown, this is B, and it reaches to C, and it is thrown with some speed u along the horizontal direction. It moves along it is thrown with the initial velocity. Let the initial velocity is this one. So this curved path is termed as trajectory of the projectile, of the horizontal projectile. Trajectory is defined as the path followed by the projectile, either it is horizontal or it is oblique projectile. So the path followed by the horizontal projectile will be like this. We have to prove here the path followed by the horizontal projectile is parabolic in nature. Let us clear one thing. The horizontal projectile or oblique projectile possesses motion of this projectile possesses two types of motion. It covers two types of distances, one is vertical and other is horizontal. So motion is also, it has two types of motion, horizontal and vertical direction. So let us consider this one. Height from where the projectile is thrown is y, and it covers x distance in time t with, it is thrown with initial velocity u along the x direction, and it moves with some acceleration. So let us consider first of all motion on x-axis. Motion on x-axis, we will use here equation, using equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Ut plus half at square. We will put here, putting s is equal to, as the s is distance. So along the x-axis, the distance covered by the projectile is x. So it will be x. Initial velocity along x-axis is given. Initial velocity is u. It is given. And acceleration along x-axis. Acceleration along x-axis will be, it will be no accelerated. It is not accelerated because the body is moving with under gravity only. So acceleration along x-axis, this will be substituted at 0, and total time taken to cover this trajectory is t. So we will put all these in this equation number 1. Then what we will get? X is equal to ut plus half into 0 into t square. So we will get here x is equal to ut, and therefore we will take here t is equal to x by u. This is equation number 2. Now we will consider the motion on y-axis. We will take here motion of the same object on y-axis, and we will use same formula. So putting distance as distance along y-axis is covered, this is y, and initial velocity along this direction, what will be the initial velocity in this direction? we have not given any initial velocity in this direction. So we will put here initial velocity is equal to 0 and acceleration is equal to, in y direction it will be equal to acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity we will take here. So substituting these things, time will be t, same time. We will get here this term x. Here we will get y is equal to, initial velocity is taken 0, so this term will be 0 plus 1 by 2 gt square. So we have here y is equal to half gt square. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Now this is equation number 2. Now come to solve to get the equation of trajectory. So we will get here. So substituting the value of t in equation 2, we will get y is equal to 1 by 2g, and in place of t from equation 1 we will get t is equal to x by u. So t is equal to x by u whole square. So it will be y is equal to x, we can write here g by 2u into x square. G by 2u, g is fixed 9.8 at any place, u is initial velocity given to the body, that is fixed. So 2 is constant, this term is constant. So this is very much similar to a equation of parabola. Equation of parabola, that is y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. So two terms are 0, but this is this equation A is equation A represents the equation of trajectory. Equation of trajectory, and this is similar to equation A is similar to equation of parabola. Equation of parabola. So the path followed. So the path of horizontal projectile is parabolic in nature. So this topic is very, very important for the questions of 3 marks questions. It comes in the examination. So this is the horizontal projectile and its equation for the trajectory. We can now calculate the equation for the time of flight. For the time of flight. Now come to time of flight. Equation for time of flight. Time of flight is defined as the total time taken by the projectile to remain in the air, or we can say total time taken by projectile to cover the total trajectory for the whole journey from A to C. What is the time taken by the projectile? That is called as time of flight. For this, we will consider motion. This is the horizontal projectile, the motion of horizontal projectile along y-axis, means along upward direction, we will consider here, and we will use S is equal to ut plus half at square, substituting S is equal to height, or you can say y as given in the figure. So we can take S is equal to h, or this is y, and u is not given, 0, we can write here 0, and acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity. At that time the t time will become capital T, as we are indicating it as a time of flight. So we can write here capital T expression for it. We will use this in equation. This equation we will get h is equal to 0, as u is 0, so ut will become 0 plus 1 by 2 gt square, 1 by 2 gt square. So we can write here t square is equal to 2h by g, and therefore we can write t is equal to 2h by g under root. This is the equation for time of flight. This will be the time in which projectile remain in the air. So now come to the range, or we can write horizontal range. We can write now horizontal range. How to calculate horizontal range of horizontal projectile? So horizontal range means what is the total distance, maximum distance covered along the horizontal direction. So maximum distance covered in the horizontal direction, how to calculate this will be, let us see how to calculate this one. So again we will take, as we are taking the horizontal range, so we will consider the motion of horizontal projectile along x-axis. Now along x-axis, using S is equal to ut plus half at square, and substituting S is equal to horizontal range. Horizontal range can be denoted by R. This is horizontal range, or this is equal to x is equal to, we are substituting here capital R, and initial velocity along u, initial velocity is equal to u, and time will be total time. Total time is equal to time of flight. Time of flight is equal to capital T, sorry. So what we will get here? Here it will be R is equal to, this is u, and it is capital T, time. Before this we have calculated the value of t, so we will put here u into 2h by g under root, u into 2h by g under root. So this will be u into 2h by under root 2h by g. This will be the range, horizontal range. R is equal to u into 2h under root 2h by g. This is the expression for the horizontal range. Now we are going to calculate velocity of horizontal projectile at any instant. So horizontal projectile is thrown from A and it reaches to C. This is the AB height, H is given here. This is the range R, it is given, it is projected with U, and we have to calculate velocity at any point this is the point P where we have to calculate the velocity. The velocity is always tangential on the spherical path, circular path. So this is the velocity. Resolving this velocity, we will get two components along x-axis Vx, along y-axis it is Vy. So to calculate Vx, we will consider the motion of the projectile along x-axis, and we will use the equation V is equal to u plus at, because we are calculating velocity along x-axis. Substituting acceleration is equal to 0, acceleration of the projectile along horizontal direction is always taken to be 0, and velocity along this direction is equal to u. So this is velocity is equal to u. If we substitute this, we will get Vx is equal to u. This is equation number 1. Now to calculate the value of y, we will consider the motion of the projectile along y-axis, and we will use same equation V is equal to u plus at. Considering V is equal to final velocity Vy and initial velocity along the downward direction is not given, so it is 0, and acceleration, because it moves under gravity, so it will be equal to g, acceleration due to gravity. And time, at any time we are considering, so let us, this is the time at t. So we will get here, substituting this in this equation, we will get Vy is equal to gt square. Now according to vector, if we want to calculate the resultant of these two, we will get here V is equal to Vx square plus Vy square plus 2Vx Vy cos 90 degree. Here the angle between these two is 90 degree. So cos 90 under root, so cos 90 it will be 0, cos 90 will be 0, so this term will be vanishes out, and therefore V is equal to Vx square plus Vy square under root. So we will get here from the equation 1, we will substitute here the Vx is equal to u square and Vy is equal to gt whole square under root. So it will be u square plus g square t square under root. This is the velocity at any instant of time. This is the magnitude of the velocity at any instant of time. So what is the angle? This angle, let it is alpha. So angle is always calculated in terms of tan alpha, and if we are taking here tan, and then what will happen? It will be equal to Vy by Vx. So alpha is equal to tan inverse, and Vy is gt and Vx is u. So this is the direction of the velocity at any instant of time. Thank you very much. This is all about horizontal projectile. Now wait for the next video. In next lecture I will send you the regarding oblique projectile. Thank you very much.